Welcome back to Hot Froth. Today we're taking a look at the Breville Dose Control Pro coffee grinder. This is a slightly older model from Breville and one that's maybe been languishing in the shadows a little bit of its more flashy cousin, the Smart Grinder Pro. A grinder that's actually $60 more expensive than this one. We took a deep dive into the Smart Grinder Pro a few videos ago and I've put a link to that video down in the description. Now if, like me, you like to vary your bean intake between both espresso-based drinks, lattes, flat whites, cappuccinos, long blacks, etc., and occasionally enjoy a filter coffee, V60, Chemex, Moccamaster, even French press, then this grinder, according to the manufacturer at least, should be the perfect choice. But is it? Let's find out. To the froth box. Oh wait, this is the froth box. I've been using the Dose Control Pro as a daily driver coffee grinder at home for the last couple of weeks now, and it's got some great features that actually make it a pleasure to use. It comes with two holders for various size portafilters, 50 to 54 millimeters and 58 millimeters, to suit a wide range of espresso machines. With neither one of these guys in place, there's enough room at the base of the grinder to accommodate a filter coffee dripper, so you can grind directly into the filter paper. How good's that? Down here in the somewhat noisy business section of this grinder sits a pair of 38mm stainless steel conical burrs. These are precision engineered to offer a wide range of grind sizes from very coarse all the way through to very fine. The Dose Control name of this grinder is born out of the ability to be able to control the gap between those two burrs. Bigger the gap, coarser the coffee, closer the gap, finer the coffee. Plus, we also have the ability to control the length of time that each dose runs for using this dial here. Having the ability to control those variables makes it very simple to dial in the perfect particle size for your favourite brew. Before passing too much judgment on this little machine, I'm first going to test this fabled grind range and see how it performs at both ends of the spectrum, first making an espresso and then a filter-based brew. We'll have a look at the different coffee particle sizes it can produce, and then I'll throw some opinions your way as to why we think you should, or maybe shouldn't, buy yourself this grinder. But before any of that, it's time for this week's winner of the Fan of the Week competition. Well done, Manchester Bogan 537. This one's for you, mate.
For a shot of espresso, I'm just one click short of the finest grind setting. I then found that a grind time of 10 seconds was just right for an 18-gram dose of ground coffee. Ground coffee with a very even and compact texture that could be pinched into little peaks. Just look at this peak. As you can see here, this made a beautiful shot of espresso, and simply because I think you'll love using it as much as I do, I've added an Amazon affiliate link to this naked portafilter down in the description. And there you are, a delicious, if a little bit messy, espresso shot. We're now at the other end of the scale, and I found that a good grind size for my Moccamaster was halfway between the percolator setting and the drip setting, or number 30 on the dial. For this brew, we used 30 grams of Ethiopian filter roast beans, and they're from Little Italy Coffee Roasters here in Sydney. I'll put a link to their website down below. Oh, and that's exactly 30 grams, by the way. I ran a hot shot here by pouring the beans gradually into the grinder as it ran, and then straight into the Moccamaster dripper below.
Pretty good.
And this gave me a relatively even looking, kind of coarsely textured grind that I thought looked about right for filter. While I get the chance, I'd like to say a really massive thank you. Our channel grew and grew throughout 2024, and with your kind support, it's looking like 2025 could be a great year for Hot Froth. If you haven't already, I'd really appreciate it if you could please subscribe to the channel, and if you're feeling extra generous, maybe give this video a like too. Thank you. Now, while the coffee brews, let me give you my thoughts on this grinder. The Dose Control Pro offers a very broad range of grind settings for an array of different drinks, plus it's incredibly simple to use. Perhaps a bit noisy, but no more noisy than the Smart Grinder Pro. It does somehow though feel like a prototype or predecessor for that grinder, and hey, it probably was. So if you would like slightly more refined features and can afford to spend more money, the Smart Grinder Pro would make sense. However, the Dose Control Pro would be the perfect choice for the more budget conscious, entry-level home barista looking for their first solid coffee grinder. Oh, this coffee was delicious, by the way. Guys, it's always a pleasure. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next one.